Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode. So today the final patch notes of Tides of Vengeance has finally released, and I think we should discuss it. So we should go through all the patch notes. Well, I'm not going into each class, I just want the overview of all the classes. We will take that on the guides. I will do a guide for every class spec in the game, so don't think about that right now. But let's go through the standard patches, just the standard patch notes, and see what it is. And I know that I made a video not far from now where I talked a lot about 8.1, that I feel it's not really what it should be. But enough about that. Let's go through the patch notes and see if this could actually be interesting. So let's try it. So here we have it. It's on the screen. You should be able to read it, or else you need glasses. So let's go through it and just jump directly into it. So first of all, we have a new war campaign, so a new quest line. So that means you can either head to Borealis or Zul'Thar and you can join your faction. Well, that just means that our single player campaign we have new quests for you. You can go in and see more lore. On the Alliance part, I have no idea what it's about. On the Horde part, it's about all this Sorfang, Sylvanas, so on. You can continue that campaign. I will probably also continue it. I'm not sure yet. New missions. So that means on your table where you can send out your your soldiers, there's new missions, and they will have some new equipment. Well, you can see here, look for new missions to upgrade your faction's outpost, level up followers so they can access to new equipment slots, send your followers on lucrative new weekly treasure hunt, and unlock a vendor who offers opposing faction's pet. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Faction assault. So basically what it says here is it's exactly the same as Legions had the invasion. So you looked at the map. Oh, okay, on this map here we have invasion right now. You can go to that map and defend through the invasion. So there will be some exclusive world quests. And here it says players who have unlocked world quests at level 120 on at least one character will have assault world quest available on any of their character. They don't say what level requirement for your other characters, so I think it will be exactly like Legion. So if you had completed on one of your characters the invasion, then you could do invasion on another character lower level and he will get a lot of experience for doing it. And I'm 99% sure that it will be exactly like that again. So I mean, that's pretty cool if you have an eld and you want to level it up. Then we get a new Warfront. Contribution for Darkshore as the Stormguard Warfront now operate on a daily cycle. When resources are being mustered, 3 quartermasters will each put out a request for a different contribution each day. The requested turns in have also been adjusted more consistent in their value. When your faction controls either Azeroth Highland or Darkshore, world quests will now be able in those zones in place of the once per cycle kill quest that were previously offered. Well, okay, I mean, nothing new there. It's just, well, we get a new Warfront, Battle for Darkshore, and it will be the same, that you deliver your things and you can conquer it. Then we get Heritage for what is called Blood Elf and Dwarfs. And Dwarf needs to be exalted with Ironforge, and Blood Elves needs to be exalted with Silvermoon, and it's very easy. You can buy the race tabard in each main city, and then you can just spam low level dungeons and you will get exalted in no time. So, a free tip. Island Expedition, we get 2 new Island Expedition. I can just spoil that already now. The logic used to spawn Island Expedition has been adjusted to favor more organic concentration of foes with more clear paths in between to make it easier to navigate without being forced into combat. Yeah, some nice words. The chance for cosmetic rewards are now based on all the enemies and Azeroth present on the island, and no longer tied to only the enemy camp team you defeat. Completing an island expedition at a higher difficulty increases the chance of receiving these bonus rewards. So this one here is a really nice one. I like that one. It means, so you know, before if you did the island, if you had this special boss, if you killed him, then you could have a chance to get this reward. But now he just needs to be on the island and you don't have to kill him anymore. I mean, that's pretty cool. Battle Pass reward from completion of islands that were previously uncageable can now be caged. Okay, more gold. The weekly quest to recover Azeroth now requires 36,000, was 40,000. Mythic and PvP Island now rewards 350 artifact power, was 300, and PvP Island now awards 50 conquest on a win, was 8. That's pretty much conquest. The weekly island expedition quest and progress towards it are now visible on the world map. The island expedition weekly quest now reward lucrative new treasure map missions for your followers. Looking for new vendors in Boralos and Zandalar who offers exclusive rewards in exchange for your seafarers to bloom. So that's just a vendor standing next to the table you queue up to, that you can buy some cosmetics, and I think you also could buy a mount. I made a video where I visited this on test realm and saw all the things, if you're interested. And here we have some dungeon and raids. I mean, there's one thing here that I pretty much liked. You can now speak to Archmage Timir in Dvalin above the Broken Isle to access Legion Raid Finder solo or with private group. I mean, that's fine if you want the Raid Finder transmog set. Siege of Boralos and King's Rest are now available on heroic difficult, and that's a pretty cool thing, because if you do random heroics, you can get Siege of Boralos and King's Rest in that rotation now. So it's a pretty fine deal. Mythic Keystone can no longer be deleted. Okay, so if you get some very bad key, that's how it is. Then here it comes. The new raid Battle of Zandalar and Season 2 for PvP and Mythic Keystone Dungeon will begin with a weekly reset in each region starting on January 22. So today and January 22. So it is 1 month, 1 week and 4 days till we will get a new raid, new PvP seasons and new Mythic Keystone. Okay. So, and when was it the game released? When was it? When was it? Battle for Azeroth released? I think it was August. My calendar cannot see that far from now. BFA release date 14 August. So if I go up 14 August, so that means when this new PvP season and raid releases, there's been gone 5 months, 1 week and 1 day. So that basically means that's fine. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. That's how it. If Blizzard needs 5 months to create a new raid, that's how it is. I mean, I don't think we can. Yeah, never mind. That's fine. I'm not negative. I'm positive. Only positive. Only positive Dvalin. Positive Dvalin. Namaste. Achievements. Many new achievements related to the new Assault Island Expedition and Warfront are now available. 2 new Mythic Keystone Feet of Strength are now available. To earn them, complete all available Battle for Azeroth Mythic Keystone dungeons before the time limit at 10-15 difficulty by the end of season. The Family Battle Achievement has arrived. Complete 10 challenging family-only pet battle achievement in Kul Tiras and Zandalar to earn your new Wig of Red Fate. Progress towards the new 100 Exalted Reputation achievement is account-wide. Completed to earn the pure heart course amount and the estimate. Progress toward the new 100 Exalted Reputation achievement is account-wide. Account-wide. Well, what is that mount? It's called to earn a pure heart course. Okay, this is the mount you can see here. It's a unicorn. Okay, fair enough. So if you have 100 Exalted Reputation, that is account wide, you get a unicorn. I mean, that's fair. I mean, every big prizes should give a unicorn. Account-bound maps to unlock many flight points on Kul Tiras and Zandalar can be purchased from War Campaign Emissary to send to your alts. The Turtlans have new trinkets they're willing to share if you help the baby turtles to make it to the water. The Meat Wagon mount is now available to players who purchase Warcraft 3 Reforged Spoils of War Edition. And yes, that is truly correct. I bought that version, so I will actually get this mount, and I'm kind of excited to actually get it. Oh boy, this is a long one. You can now target specific kind of Azeroth armor by earning Titan Residon, which can be used to purchase Azeroth armor from everyone's favorite Peroria of Executive Finishing Tamatu Grashrain. The item contained in your Mythic Keystone weekly cache can no longer be a piece of Azeroth gear. You will now receive an amount of Titan Residuum in addition to your weekly item. So that means you can buy stuff now that everyone wanted. Higher level Keystone returns greater amount of Titan Residuum from your weekly cache. Scrapping or discharging new epic quality Azeroth gear obtained in Tides of Vengeance from any sources also provides Titan Residuum. So that means you need to scrap your gear now if it's Azeroth gear, and you get dust that you can buy enough Azeroth gear for. Taumatage Vashrin currently offers slots specific tokens for Azeroth gear equivalent to items level from normal, heroic and mythic Uldir. Additionally, specific pieces of mythic raid item level Azeroth gear may be purchased at a premium price. There is no cap on the amount of Titan Residuum you may collect. When Season 2 begins, Tautama Vashrin will offer new higher eye level Azeroth items, higher Residuum to asking prices, while the weekly Mythic Keystone chest reward and the Residuum obtained from destroying higher item level Azeroth piece ingredient. Oh my god, such words. Could you just say when the Season 2 begins everything is getting high eye level? Thank you. Heart of Azeroth. New Azeroth trade are available from gear found in battle for Darkshore Warfront. Boom, 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 boom. That's just trades. Each specialization has had one of its Azeroth trade replaced with a new one. Details may be found on class changes sections below. More new Azeroth trades and armor with new 5th tier of trade will become available in Season 2 and from Battle of Zandalar. Reaching friendly, honor or revert reputation with Champion of Azeroth, faction now unlocks the Emperor quest to upgrade your Heart of Azeroth for all your characters on your account. So that means if your main is revert with Champion of Azeroth, you can also get the same eye level boost on your neck. So that means you don't, but it doesn't work for Exalted. Exalted you still need, but you can now get up to revert bonus on any of your characters. I mean, that's pretty great. But they still force you to grind up to Exalted. The cost of using Azeroth reforging service available in your faction capital has been reset to base 5 gold. This cost now decay by 50 every 24 hour, down from 72 hours. New follower equipment. New basic equipment for followers is now available for your Honorbound or 7 Legion reputation window. Alchemists can now learn and craft powerful new window items that bypass the true penalties on stealth missions. New Helm. Honorbound and 7 Legion Quartermaster in the Warfront Mastia area in each capital offer new heirlooms in exchange of medals. Battle of Hymnal, a trinket that temporarily increases you and your party's haste. Ballstring Warhorn, a trinket to temporarily increase you and your party's specialty. A cloak that gives a cloak that increases your experience gains. Don't we already have a cloak? Isn't there already leveling cloaks? Yeah, I mean we already got leveling cloaks to give 5%. Why do we need a new one? A trinket that reduce the threat you generate. A trinket that temporarily increases you and your party's haste. What we already got up here. And now we get here. All Battle for Azeroth factions now offer repeatable Paragon reward caches when you earn reputation with them after reaching Exalt. So they're basically saying even though you're Exalted, you can still grind rep. Rewards included toys such as Bowl of Glowing Pufferfish and companion pets such as Cobbled Raven. World quests and missions now reward more gold. More gold. A new PvP brawl about something with cooking. The description doesn't really tell what it's about, it's just saying look out for it. A new battle pet dungeon. I'm not really into battle pets, but I guess that's great. New profession stuff. Completing the normal version of the pet dungeon reward an ultimate battle training stone, and completing the challenge version rewarded very own mini spider tank pet. The Gnomrigan battle pet dungeon does not require that you have completed previous battle pet dungeons. If you'd like to compete head-to-head with other players, the PvP Pet Battle Matchmaker has been improved. Now players who are new to the PvP Battle Pet system are more likely to be matched up against other new PvP Pet Battles. So they made the game more Pokemon friendly. Yeah, we love Pokemons. Keep an eye out for additional menu professions, including new gear, new fees, new for your raid, dungeon, group, blah 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 blah. Learn new synchro recipe for engineering, alchemy, enchanting, and cooking. Look out for enchanting new enchanted tisk mask. Level 111 to 120 gems can no longer be placed into sockets of items from previous expansions. Darkmoon Fair quest based skill up now apply automatically the most recent expansion profession progress that is not odds. Maximum profession related world quest could now have chance to reward expulsum. Profession related world quest has now a chance to reward expulsum. Isn't that the thing you normally get from dungeons? Herbalism world quest now have a chance to reward anchorweed. Character appearance. Oh yeah, this is nice. Night elves who complete the new Darkshore questline may earn new custom appearance that may be selected in the barbershop. Spoiler alert, you can get black eyes. Partially collected transmog sets will now tell you more information about which missing appearance are relevant to your current character. Items reputation requirement to acquire items with reputation requirement to acquire no longer require the reputation applies to transmog. That basically means if you have tabards that require you to be exalted with someone, you can now use those tabards on all your characters. And this is very great because I have a lot of tabards. And this one is the big one. Fist weapons can now be transmogged over other types of one-handed melee weapons and vice versa. This one here I'm not still. Dungeon from Preo expansion will no longer appear when searching for dungeon groups in Primate Group Finder. For example, level 120 will no longer see group listed for lower Blackrock Spire. Battle files of the dungeon are automatically change your spec that matches the role you choose when you queued. What if you have 2 DPS specs? How does it know if you play Balance or Feral? Fixed issue that could prevent groups from using Primate Group Finder form or backfill groups from time walking raids. When an attempt to queue for an activity fails due to party member eligibility, the group leader is now informed which party member are not eligible. They updated the mobile app, added new missions and reward, added new world quests and additional zone area to hide on Darkshore, fixed performance and disconnection issues, fixed the bug where Azeroth armor caches show incorrect item level. World and questing. Time to level from 1 to 100. Time to level from 1 to 110 has been reduced approximately by 25. That's nice, we like that. Legion World Quest for High Mountain Tribe Nightfallen. Army of the Light Operation Reach now reward increased reputation. So that means you can easier get the other races. What is it called? What is the other races called? Alliance races. You know what I mean. The initial chapters of War Campaign now reward more reputation with 7. Legion or Honorbound. Most world quests are no longer completable in a raid group, and Primate Group Finder will automatically delist upon reaching 5 players. Epic World Boss quests are still ready. Rest areas have been added to hook points and the Mugambala. A new flight point has been added to the Mugambala. Interface. The flight maps in Eastern Kingdom and Kalimdor have been updated to high resolution. Reputation rewards from world quests and missions now use quality to indicate their potency. Backsearch will now help to find things including item quality, Azeroth specific specific item trait and stats appearing on an item. So we get a search now, search button in back. That's pretty cool. Items which have stats that scale with your character's level, such as gems in the auction house, will show their stats at maximum value. This one is nice. Pending summons now show on-party raid frame. So if you summon someone, you can actually see on the party frame that he's summoned, and you don't have to ask, did you get a summon? While the Scrapper UI is open, scrapable items will be marked with overlaid icon. The location of the Scrapper will now show on your minimap. The Mythic Keystone dungeon tab now shows the highest level Mythic dungeon that was completed in time. High level completions that were not in time are still stored and can see when mousing over a given dungeon in the interface. Inbound and outbound blocks, both melee and ranged, will now show in floating combat text. The responsiveness of common communities UI has been improved. Upcoming calendar events are now shown in community chat. Let's go through all classes, but I don't want to go through each class. Area damage abilities such as Chain Lightning, Avenger's Shield can now properly destroy totems, explosive orbs in Mythic Keystone dungeons if the player targets them directly. Shields users can now block ranged physical attacks. I mean, that's kind of buff. If you look at Restoration Shamans and Holy Paladins, they can now block ranged physical attacks. That means like an arrow or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Fixed pathing issues that could cause some spells such as Frozen Orb to become stuck. Troll Berserking reduced to 10 haste for 12 seconds, was 15 for 10 seconds, so Troll's gonna be a nerf. Blood Elf Arcane Torrent cooldown increased to 2 minutes, was 1.5. Blood Elf got a nerf. Emperor Recovery Redesign, it now provides a mana gain, you go below, yeah, that's just Azeroth traits. Okay, I'm not really interested in looking through the classes. I will go through that on each of my class guides.
Player versus player. The reward bonus from war mode can now scale above 10 when a faction was outnumbered over the course of preceding week, up to maximum of 30 additional quest reward and experience. So that means if you play on a server where you are the only alliance and there's 1000 horde, you can get up to 30% more experience from war mode. So you feel like it's worth to put it on. I mean, if you get ganked all the time, 10% is really not helping, but 30 maybe that will help you. In war mode, an outnumbered faction now has access to weekly quests to slay 25 level 120 players of the opposing factions, rewarding a piece of item level 370, parity warfront gear, and 1000 artifact power. So only outnumbered factions. Okay, so I play on a server where we are a lot of horde and no alliance. So that means we will never get the quest, but the alliance will get the quest. Okay. War mode can now be disabled in any rested area. It can still only be enabled in Stormwind or Orgrimmar. Okay, so you can basically run to somewhere, take it off, and then it's dead. The honor system reward window has been consolidated. I have no idea what that means. The honor system reward window has been consolidated. Spoils of war to assist characters beginning their adventures in PvP, arenas, and rated battleground now reward 50% bonus conquest for the first 8 weeks of the conquest schedule. Strongbox's reward for unrated PvP, like normal battlegrounds, have been improved. They will now contain marks of honor, gold, PvP, consumables, and profession materials. Strongboxes granted on victories contain greater amounts of these rewards. Rated arenas and rated battlegrounds now grant additional 50% conquest for all conquest rewards week prior to week 9. So that means if you haven't got the week 9 loot, you get 50% more conquest. Honor pit rewards have consolidated to new vendors in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. Azeroth Valley. The relentless snow in Azeroth Valley has raised the height of Stoneheart Graveyard and making it more challenging for the Horde to assault. Holar, the Ice Lord, and Evos the Forest Lord are now eager for immediate battle and no longer linger the field of strife for 50 minutes after summoned. What? I am not sure if I understand that. Classes, we are not interested. Here we have something. Integrate new multi-threaded performance for client using the DirectX 12 and Metal. All systems are now capable of DirectX 12 and default. All systems that are capable of DirectX 12 are now okay. Integrate new multi-threaded performance. Okay, so that means if you have a multi-threaded, of course, CPU, and you can use DirectX 12, it will make your game run more smooth. So that was basically the patch notes. So I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We get something new. It's a long list. It's a great. Still, it's a great patch. It's still a good patch. I still, as my old video, I will still say that it's probably one of the most poorest patches. I mean, still, okay, I know you all say 6.1 is the most poorest, but still, I still feel like if they included the raid and the season in this, I was happy. But they delayed the raid and the season to the 22 January, and I saw some of you guys commented that it's probably because of Christmas and New Year, but why then first at 22 January? It's like but yeah, I think it will still be fun. I will still try it out, and I guess we just need to wait for
no, wait for the thing. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Leave down a comment. What do you think about this patch notes? Do you still play WoW? Are you going to resub for this patch? What is your currently mood on this game? But still, I'm excited to go on tomorrow when the patch arrives, and yeah, check out the new things for all classes. So thanks you guys for watching, and have a great day.